Hey everyone, so I am back with the second video of the topic that I had talked about the last video, that the skills that you need to stand out. And today I'm going to talk about the hard skills that you need to acquire to stand out in life, right? In your professional life, because if you remember, I told you that the hard skills are the ones that are job specific, that you need to perform at a certain job. Now again, hard skills depend upon what kind of job do you choose for yourself, or if you want to do something of your own. But then still there are some skills that at your age, if you learn right now, they are very common to all the jobs, right? All the professions out there. So if you learn them right now, it won't harm you. In fact, it will add up to your resume, add up to your profile when you move out of college and you're ready to enter the professional world. So they will be like a bonus for you because you had learned them long back, right? So let's talk about the top five hard skills according to me. And I will always start off with the very first and the very most important skill, that is communication. Yeah, no doubts there. Communication is not just talking. Yeah, it involves speaking, public speaking, right? Second, it involves active listening, and it also involves expressing yourself well. Three most important things. And I know that there are so many children out there who are not very comfortable in speaking in public, who are not very comfortable in expressing themselves well. They choose to keep quiet even when they are supposed to talk, which is not a very healthy thing to do. And the third is active listening. Nobody in the world wants to listen, everybody wants to be heard, right? Which is not again a very right skill, right thing to do, I would say. Because when so let's talk about all three of them one by one. Public speaking, yeah. So if you do not get the opportunity in your school to go on the stage and talk, and if you are given opportunity but you refuse because you think that it will want you to move out of your comfort zone and then do things, so you refuse it, let me tell you, you are making a very big mistake, right? So you, at one point of time, at some point of time, no matter here in the school or in college or in job, wherever you are, you will at one point, you will be required to speak in front of everybody. And at that point of time, if you start thinking that, oh, I'm not comfortable with it, I will not do it, then it's not going to do any good to you, right? So start practicing right now. Trust me, I have been through that phase. I was somebody who had a very terrible stage fright, but because I was being sent on the stage over and over again, I chose to go on the stage every time, hold the mic and talk, even when I was trembling badly. That is how I became comfortable with stage and the mic, right? So if there is something that you are afraid of, they say that you should do that again and again, and that's absolutely true. That's how you become comfortable with it. And if you and trust me, if you start becoming comfortable with it, you will automatically start attracting the opportunities where you will be required to stand on the stage and talk. So do practice this, stand in front of mirror and talk. That is a very you might have received the suggestions from many people earlier, that stand in front of the mirror and talk in English and Hindi, anything that you choose to, any language that you want to talk in. But and you might have ignored it, but it's a very healthy advice, very good advice, I would say. But then also interact more with people when they are talking. Listen to them. Don't always be in a rush to talk. Yeah, because when only you listen to the other person very carefully and you're trying to understand that what that person is trying to convey to you, yeah, then only you are able to give a good reply, what to say. Okay, if you half hear somebody, half listen somebody, and then you give a uncooked reply, then your reply is not considered as good. Maybe the other person feel that you have not understood, you have misunderstood, and that can lead to arguments and debates. So we don't want that, right? So always be an active listener. One skill that so many people, even the adults, in fact especially the adults, they all lack, right? You should not lack that skill. And third one is expressing yourself well whenever you have to talk. Have an opinion. In the last video also, I talked about that. How can you develop an opinion of yourself, a perspective, a point of view, and practice those things and develop a perspective, develop a point of view, and talk. talk, the more you will express yourself, the more expressive you will become, and the more clear you will be when you are talking in front of a bunch of people, or when you're talking one to one with somebody, right? So communication, please become a very good communicator. If you think that it's not helping you, you're not being able to do it on your own, there are so many courses out there. If you want me to help, well, just request it in the comment section. I'll be ready with a course on communication as well. Okay, so second skill I would say, again, a very important, a very general, a common skill among all the profession, that I would say, leadership. Now, if you ask anybody, yeah, what do you want to become? Maybe everybody, most of the people out there, when they are in school or in college, they're only aspiring for jobs, that they're going to study hard and they're going to get a job somewhere, right? But why don't you think about that when you will grow up, you're going to have something of your own and you will create job for the other people. Yeah, maybe for that you will have to go out there, go in the market and learn everything. So you will have to work for somebody, right? And then you start something of your own after you think that you're ready for doing that, right? But then at one point of time you should have that thought in your mind. The leadership skill, a leader is somebody who always stands out, right? Because there's a lot of, if you notice, there's a lot of differences between the leader and the employees. That's why the person is a leader and they are the employees, right? So leader has so many responsibilities, and he or she very happily, shoulders all the responsibilities. Then he has to manage a team, right? So many tasks, and every task has to be completed, and most importantly, he or she has to get the work done. It is easy to do the work, right? But getting the work done, because for that again you need communication, you need to be compassionate, you need to understand the other person's point of view and how comfortable they are in doing the task. So a lot of things are in leader's hand, right? So all of it is a part of is skill. It's a skill set. Leadership is a skill set in itself, right? You are never taught that in school. Okay, so my advice would be, go take a course on leadership. You want me to do it, please request that. I will be very happy to do that for you. But do learn leadership and try to think about doing different thing in life. Get a job for yourself, learn things, but then come out of it and create jobs for the other people. Make something big out of your life. Yeah, and for that you need to become a leader. Then the third skill is how to learn. Now this is something that is going to help you a lot, not just now, learning how to learn. So the way you learn in the school, that you just you mug up things, right? You read something 5 times, 10 times, and you think that it has gone into your mind, and next day you just go in the exam and you just blurt out everything over there. That is not the right way to learn, because nothing is entering your mind that way. You're just uh, doing it for marks. But then these days, it's a meta skill, learning how to learn. There's so many. I mean, it's a skill of the skills, right? If you know how to learn something, be it anything, then everything will become a cakewalk for you, and you will be able to do things faster. You'll be able to save time over there, yeah, and then the result also will be amazing, awesome, right? So again, you can search it on your own, learning how to learn. There's a MOOC on this, open course on this, which is also very good. Okay, and if you want me to explain that to you, please request it in the chat forum. I will be more than happy to help you again. So this is going to help you not just now in the school. Most it will help you in the school life, but later on also you need to. There are so many times you need to make presentations, and you need to learn speeches. So it will help you over there. It will help you a lot over there, right? Then self-education. Self-education is always being in a habit of learning something. Now, people have this notion that once they finish their college, they don't have to learn anything. But gone are those days. Gone are those days, because these days, if you if you just click on the online courses, you will be able to find a course on every possible thing, everything that you can imagine. Yeah, right from your personality, right from communication, right from your belief, mindset, the hard skills. There is a course on everything. So this means there are so many people out there who are learning, and then there are people who don't even know about them, right? So self education, taking responsibility of your education is something which is very important. Yeah. So always be a learner. Always be on the learner's side. That is what is going to help you a lot in life. A lot in life, right? And the last one is creativity. Now, creativity is something people say it is inborn. I don't believe that. Creativity can be learned, and you can express your creativity in the form of coding if you know how to code, and if that you have an inclination for that, if that interests you, go learn coding, develop something out of it, right? Or art, right? You draw or you paint, or writing. Yeah, you write stories or you write poems, or you write, a lot of things these days today. And or you make content. Now, these days there are so many people who are creating a lot of content on YouTube, Insta. Do you think everybody was born with creativity? No. Once you start doing something every day, your mind gets conditioned for that, and all of it, and automatically you start getting new ideas to create every day. It completely depends upon you that how are you going to express it. At this point you might be feeling that I am not a good creator, I don't have anything, not even a sea of creativity, but because people around, they might have told you that you are not creative at all, or there is a certain sun sign only with the people belonging to this sun sign, they are only creative. But this is all, I don't believe in all that, because uh, I believe that if you want to be creative, you can learn to be creative, you can start creating, and after a certain period of time, all of you will feel, you'll get into the zone where you will keep getting ideas on your own, and you will not even believe on yourself that these are your ideas which are popping out, right? So, and then you can choose to express your creativity in any form that you would wish to. There are so many things out there to do. I just told you about coding, writing, content, or art, right? Those are the major forms, but then there are so many that people have invented these days, right? The world is moving really, really, really fast. So I would say those are the top 5 hard skills. Again, I would say that you don't have to spend a lot of time. You have so much spare time these days. I know that most of the children who have just gotten over with their board exams, they're in a mood to chill. Yeah, doing a lot of uh, social networking, and chilling out with friends, video games, PS, that what you say, and watching television. If you do that, if you're watching Netflix, I would say rather, yeah, so Netflix and all those things. So do all of it perfectly fine. But then make 1 hour, maybe 2 hour every day, 2 hours every day, if not one, uh, to learn these skills. Choose a couple of them, or at the most 3 of them, not all 5, just a couple of them or 3 of them, and start learning. And if not, you don't want to choose 2 or 3, choose one and start learning. And at least by the end of, it will just take 21 days to 30 days, maybe a month for you to learn that skill. Not up to perfection, but you will have a good idea as to what are the requirements of this skill, what are the basics of this skill, and that's all you need to do. And you'll become different, you'll be able to stand out. That was the title of the video, the skills that you need to stand out. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching the video. If you think that it is going to help anybody whom you know, your friends, somebody of your age, please do share this. I'll be very grateful to you. And thank you for your comments. Thank you for all the encouragement that you keep sending. Love you all. Bye bye. Take care of yourself. I will see you in the next video very soon.